as you're resting down on your back, slide the buttock flesh down towards your heels to lengthen your spine. And then bring your hands to the base of your skull and draw the skin up so that your chin moves down towards your chest and you lengthen the cervical spine. And as you settle yourself down, just begin to bring your awareness to your breath. And turn your palms up towards the ceiling and roll your shoulders back and down. And gently press the shoulders down into the mat or onto your bolster if you're using a bolster. And just let your feet splay to the corners of your mat. And begin to follow the rise and fall of the breath. Perhaps find a focal point on the ceiling where you can fix your gaze. And just allow the breath to come. Feel it ebb and flow into and out of the body. And as you inhale, see if you can imagine inhaling peace and serenity. And as you exhale, exhale the tension from your body. Any place where you might be holding any tension. Think about letting go. And then bring your hands to rest at your abdomen. And take a moment just to notice your hands. Feel their weight, their heat. And with your inhalation, draw the breath into the belly. And let your belly press into your palms. And then exhale. Inhale, draw the breath in. And exhale. And take a few more abdominal breaths. And then move your hands to your ribs. And as we did with the abdomen, focus the breath on the rib cage. And isolate the breath in your ribs with the inhalation. Let them spread to the side. And exhale, let them contract back into the middle. Inhale, expand the ribs. Think about breathing in the horizontal plane. And exhale. And take a few more breaths. And then bring your right hand to the center of your chest and let your left hand rest on top. And once again, bring your awareness to your hands. And with your inhalation, draw the breath into the chest and think about lifting your chest into your hands. Spread your collarbones wide and then exhale. Inhale, draw the breath in. And exhale. And take a few more breaths, breathing into the center of your chest. And then release your arms down by your sides. And once again, turn the palms up, roll the shoulders back and down. And just pause for a moment. And point your toes up to the ceiling and wiggle your toes, scrunch and spread them. And then point and flex your feet. Make circles with your ankles. And then go the other way. And then bring your big toes together. And just tap the big toes together. And then point the big toes, bring them together, point the toes. Let the legs be engaged. And then release and just slide your heels. Tap the backs of the legs to activate the back of your legs. And then pause and reach your arms up and take them all the way behind you. Stretch your entire body. And then bring your arms down. And then reach up, stretch the arms behind you. Reach the arms away, press through your heels and press down on your heels. And then bring your arms down by your sides. And one more time, inhale, reach up, take the arms behind you. Imagine standing up on the floor. And then bring your arms up to the ceiling. Let your feet be slightly active and your legs be slightly active. And open and close your hands. And then make a loose fist and make some circles with your wrists. And then pause and go the other way. And pause. And then flip your palms up towards the ceiling. Point your fingers down. And just wave the palms up and down. And bring your palms together. Interlace your fingers. And then turn the palms up towards the ceiling. As you stretch the palms away, relax your shoulders. And take your folded hands behind you. And try to bring your ankles together if you can. And then press through your heels and press down. And then stretch the arms away. And do a pelvic tilt. And then relax the feet, bring your arms up towards the ceiling, release your fingers and wiggle them. And with the palms facing one another, reach your shoulders and shrug them up off the mat. And then place them down. Shrug your shoulders up and off the mat. And place them down. And one more time, shrug your shoulders up and off the mat and place them down. Hold on to opposite elbows and take them behind you. So again, maybe find a focal point on the ceiling where you can fix your gaze and just breathe into the length of your body. With your next exhalation, bring your folded arms up. Slide the arms to the left and gaze to the right. And then slide the arms to the right, gaze to the left. Reach your arms up to the ceiling and refold your arms. Bring the other forearm in front. And then take the arms behind you again. And this time, scan your body. Take a moment to just travel the body in your mind's eye. And take note of any place where you might be a little sore, or maybe you have a little injury. Just remember to be kind to wherever that place might be. And then with your next exhalation, bring the folded arms up. Slide the arms to the right, gaze left. And then slide the arms to the left and gaze right. And then reach your arms up to the ceiling, take them all the way behind you. And then exhale, bring your arms down by your side. And if you're on a bolster, just move your bolster to the top of your mat. And then come on back down onto your back. You can use something for your head if you like. And once you're back down on your mat, or if you're still down on your mat, just lift your hips up. Again, adjust the buttock flesh so that you lengthen the spine. And once again, take your hands to the back of your head, your thumbs to the base of the skull. And just move the flesh up towards the crown of your head to dip your chin towards your chest. And then bring your arms down by your sides and walk your hands down towards your feet. And then press your feet into the floor, press the lower back into the floor. And release. Press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release. Press your feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release. Draw your knees into your chest and rock in and out. My little footstool, the movable footstool. And then just hug your thighs in and rock from side to side. And then let your knees fall away from the body. Cross the left ankle over the right and make circles around your low back and sacrum. Hug your thighs in towards your chest. And then come back and recross the ankles, make your circles in the other direction. And then once again, bring the knees in towards the chest. Rock them in and out. And then keep them hugged in and rock from side to side. Uncross your ankles, hold on behind your knees, and just rock your knees in and out. And then take the feet flat up to the ceiling and rock your thighs in and out. Point and flex your feet. Make some circles with your ankle. And go the other way. And then draw the thighs to the chest and take your legs a little wider and rock from side to side. And then hold on to the front of your ankles, bring the soles of your feet together, and let your elbows rest on your inner thighs. It's a little bit into your groin. And then lift the feet up higher. You can separate them, but keep the soles of the feet facing one another. Reach around to the backs of your ankles, draw your thighs down towards your chest, and just lift the feet up a little and tip the toes towards your face. And then extend your legs up, hold on behind your thighs. Take the legs wide, and then bring them in. Take the legs wide, and bring them in. And one more time, take your legs wide, and then bring them in. And then rock your knees in and out. Bring your feet to the floor and extend your legs, extend your arms, do a pelvic tilt, and bring your big toes together and point them. So you really should feel right in here, the transverse abdominis really working hard here. And then release the legs, release your arms, and bend your left thigh, bring it into your chest, rock it in and out. And use your right hand to draw the left knee over to the right shoulder. And then bring the left hand and draw the left knee to the left shoulder. And then make a few circles with your left hip. And go the other way. Hug your thigh into your chest and then reach the leg up. Draw your thigh in and reach the leg up. Draw your thigh in, reach the leg up. And draw the thigh in, rock your thigh in and out. And then extend your leg and extend it any amount that you can. So if you can get it longer, fine. If not, just keep it perpendicular. I've re-injured my hamstring, so I'm not going to be doing too much with stretching on this side. And then bring the arch of your left foot to your right knee, and then use your right hand to take the knee across to the right. Keep your shoulders on the mat and your gaze at the ceiling. Come back to the middle, extend both legs and arms, do a pelvic tilt. And then exhale your arms down by your sides and bring your right thigh in. Rock it in and out. And then pause and hug or draw your right knee over towards the left shoulder. And then draw the right knee to the right shoulder. And make a few circles with your right hip. And go the other way. And then hug the thigh in. And extend your leg. Draw your thigh in and reach it up. And draw the thigh in. Reach your leg up. And then draw your thigh in, rock it in and out a little bit. And then if you can stretch the leg any amount that works for you. And then bring your right foot to the left knee and take your knees over towards the left. Come back up to the middle, bend both knees, and take your feet slightly about to your edges of your mat, I guess, and just rock your knees from side to side. And then bring the knees together, point your toes in towards one another, and do a pelvic tilt. And then release. Press your feet into the floor and do a pelvic tilt. And release. And one more time, press Press your lower back into the mat. And release. And then while the legs are wide, take your knees all the way over towards the right. Come back up to the middle and then take them all the way over to the left. Come back up to the center. Extend your legs, extend your arms, reach and stretch, do a pelvic tilt. And then bring your arms down by your sides, bend your knees, roll to one side, and twist it up. Bring your hands to rest at your knees. And close your eyes. And keeping your eyes closed, lift your eyes up to 12 o'clock and make some circles. And then pause and lift them up to 12 o'clock again and circle the eyes in the other direction. And then pause and lift your eyes up to 12 o'clock. Take them to 9 o'clock, to 3 o'clock, to 6 o'clock. And then lift them to 9. Take them to 3. Across to, oops, did I think I did that wrong, didn't I? Anyway, across to 9 and down to 6. And then just let the eyes float back to the center of their socket. And just bring your palms together, rub your palms together. And let your hands cup over your eyes. And then release your hands. And remember, we haven't done this in a while, but make little hooks with your index fingers, like little, yeah, just like little hooks. And bring them to the center of your forehead. And then just draw the skin away. And then bring your index finger and your middle finger to your temples and roll, make some circles at your temple. And then reverse. And then bring your fingers to where your jaws meet and make some circles there. These are all good for releasing tension. And then bring your hands to your knees. We haven't done this in a while either, but I thought we would do lion's breath. These are all good things to release tension, especially when you are smoothing your forehead. It helps to put a little pressure on the front of your brain and helps to relieve any stress, helps to empty out the brain. So this is a good one to do at night too. For me, there's not much to empty out up here, so I don't do it too frequently. I don't want to lose what I have. So, okay, so we're going to do lion's breath. We haven't done it in a while. And if you remember, we start by a deep inhalation. And then we exhale and roar, and the tongue comes out. So stretch your tongue as much as you can. So here we go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Inhale. And one more time. Good. And then lower your chin to your chest. Bring your chin parallel. Turn your head to the left. and then turn your head right. Come back to the middle. Take your arms out in front of you and interlace your fingers, but bring your other index finger and thumb in front. So if you usually cross your fingers with your left index finger in front and your left thumb in front, bring your right finger and right thumb in front so it feels funny. And then just press the palms away. Bring your elbows in and reach your arms up. Bend the elbows in and press the palms away. And bring your elbows in and reach the arms up. Release the interlace of your hands, wiggle your fingers. Turn your palms, exhale. Reach your arms up. Turn your palms and exhale. Inhale, reach your arms up. Turn your palms, exhale and release. Reach up with your left arm. Walk out to the right. Nice long stretch from the end of your fingertips down through the left sitting bone. And then come up. And then the same on the other side. Reach and stretch. And then come back up. Take the left arm up, walk out to the right, and round your ribs towards the floor. Inhale and open up, and round your ribs. Inhale and open, and round your ribs. And then inhale all the way up. Reach your right arm up, walk out to the left, round the ribs. Inhale, open up. And round your ribs. Inhale, open, and round your ribs. Inhale, come all the way up. Roll your shoulders. And reverse. Inhale your shoulders up. Exhale, hop. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Good. Take your legs up in front of you. Slide your heels and tap your knees. And just bring your hands forward. Press into your legs and lift up your chest. And then walk yourself up. Tap the knees again. One more time, come forward. If you can reach your toes, press your thumbs into your big toenail, and then lift up your chest. Come back up to the center, take the soles of your feet together, and let the knees drop to the side. And then take your feet out in front of you and just reach through. And then come up and take your legs wide. Roll the thigh flesh down towards the floor. And then when you're ready, come forward. Walk yourself up, hold on behind your knees, bring the soles of your feet together, let the knees drop. And then one more time, bring your legs out in front, reach forward. This helps to release your lower back. I think I said that the last time, but I don't remember. And then walk yourself up, and then take the legs out wide again. So take your legs to a different place. So if you're very wide, if you're able to go very wide, then maybe go an inch wider. If not, take your legs just a little bit narrower, but just do a different place than where you were. And make sure that your toes and your knees are pointed up. And draw the thigh flesh down towards the floor. And then come forward. Walk yourself up. Hold on behind your feet, your knees. Drop the knees out to the sides again. And then one last time through, bring your hands forward. And then take the legs wide. And come forward. And go as low as you can go. And then walk yourself up. Bring the soles of the feet together again. Hands behind you, let your knees ruffle. And then take your feet out in front of you and just rock your knees from side to side. Extend your legs and just tap your knees. Bend your left knee, cross it over the right leg. Take your right hand behind you, reach up with the left arm, and bring your left arm to the inside of the left knee, and then twist. And then come back to the center. Now you can stay right here, or if you want, bend the right knee and bring your left foot up a little closer up against the thigh. Try to keep that left sitting bone descended. And then wrap your right arm around the left shin and then reach around behind you. You can do this with the right leg extended. You don't have to bend the knee if you don't want to. And remember, you can always just bring your hand to the top of your knee and twist. Come back to the center, extend both legs, tap your knees. And then bring your right leg over the left. Take the left hand behind you, reach your right arm up. Bring the right arm to the inside of the right knee, and then twist. Come back to the center. Again, you can stay right here, or if you want, bend the left knee. Keep the right sitting bone pressing down towards the floor, and then wrap your left arm around the right shin, and take the right hand behind you and twist. Come back to the middle, extend your legs, tap the knees, and then take your right foot into the left thigh. Turn towards your bent knee. And turn towards your straight leg. And then come back to the middle and hinge forward. Walk back up. Take your right ankle over the left thigh, or if you can, bring your thighs on top, your knees in line with one another, and then just come forward. And then come back up to the center, tap your heels, slide your heels, and then take the left foot into the right thigh. Twist towards your bent knee. And then twist towards your straight leg. Come back to the middle, hinge forward. Walk yourself up. And once again, either take the knee over the thigh or bring the knees in line with one another, whichever is best for you, and then come forward. Walk yourself up. Take the feet out in front of you and rock your knees. And then take them a little further in front. Bring your hands to your knees and round your back. Lift your chest. Round your back. And lift your chest. And round your back. And lift your chest. And then let's come on to our hands and knees. And have your blocks close by. Maybe at the top of your mat. Good. And then stretch your right leg out behind you and rock the toes. And press your heel to the back wall. Lift the right leg up, sweep it out to the right side. And then sweep it sort of up. Let me do this way. So if you want to just look for a minute, what I'm going to ask you to do is try and let your right leg slide out to the side. So you can feel that in the inner thighs. And then come back and sweep the leg across and lift the thigh. Turn your shoulders to look out over your shoulder. And then come back. And then take your other leg, rock the toes, press your heel, lift your leg up, sweep it out to the side, and then slide your leg. You can come back, you can slide back a little bit as you slide the leg out to the side. You feel a big stretch, and then come back up, reach the leg behind you, cross it over, and then turn your shoulder. And then come back to the middle. Press your hands into the floor, draw your navel up and in, and round your back. And then lift your chest, round your back, lift your chest. And one more time, round your back and lift your chest. And then bring your big toes together. Separate your knees, bring your forehead to a block to rest. And just let your arms be out in front of you. So resting your forehead on a block has the same effect on the mind as we did with the fingers, stretching the skin across the forehead. It helps to calm and empty the mind. And then come up the table and step your left foot forward. Bring your blocks to either side of your left foot. Use the height that works best for you. Press into your blocks to lift up your chest. And then slide your hips back and straighten your left leg. And then come forward, press and lift. Reach your arms up, the crescent lunge. Bring your hands to your blocks. Step the left foot back and step your right foot forward. Press into your blocks, lift up your chest. Slide your hips back, bring your blocks with you if you need to help straighten your leg. And then come forward, press and lift. then reach your arms up for crescent lunge. Bring your hands back to your blocks. Step your right foot back. Keep your hands on your blocks, press your hips back, and come into extended child's pose. So your arms are going to stay on the blocks and your ears rest right between your upper arms. And then come up to table and turn your blocks to the lowest level. And keep your hands on your block. And then come forward, lower your hips, lift your chest as you press into your block for upward facing dog. And then press back. Come forward, lower the hips, lift your chest, turn your inner elbows forward, and then press back. And one more time, come forward, lower your hips, turn the inner elbows forward, lift up your chest. And then come back to table. Step your feet forward to forward fold. And use your blocks. If your hands don't touch the floor, take them to the level that is best for you. And then walk your blocks forward so they're out in front of your shoulders. Bend your knees, bring your ribs to your thighs, and send your hips to the wall behind you. And then straighten your legs. Bend your knees, ski jump pose. And then lift up. And one more time, bend your knees. Bring your hands to the floor. And then slowly begin to straighten your legs. Inhale all the way up. Reach your arms up. And then bring your hands to your heart. And pause in Tadasana. Reach your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step your feet back for downward facing dog. Come up onto your toes and pedal your legs. And then come up onto both toes. And as you gently lower the heels down towards the mat, press into your arms and be strong and long through the arms and the waist. Draw your navel up and in, and send your tailbone to the wall behind you. And then glide forward to plank. Keep the navel drawn in, and then press back. Look forward to your hands. Walk or step your feet forward to forward fold. And then bend your knees. Inhale, come all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees, plant your hands, step your feet back for downward dog. Glide forward to plank. Press back for downward dog. Look forward to your hands. Walk or step your feet forward for forward fold. And then bend your knees. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach up. Bring your hands to your heart. Pause in Tadasana. Okay. Bring your blocks to the back corners of your mat. And then step your feet wide. And just take your arms out to a T. And relax your shoulders. Lower the left hand and reach up. Come back to arms parallel. And then lower your right hand and just reach up. A nice side stretch. And then come back. And then bring your hands to your hips. Turn your left toes out Turn your right toes in. Soften your knee and turn your thigh. Straighten your leg to align your ankle, knee, and hip. Reach your arms out to a T. Reach up with your left arm, cut in with your left hip. Glide forward. Bring your hand to your ankle, your shin, or your block, whatever works best for you. Utthita Trikonasana, extended triangle. And then press into your feet. Inhale, reach up. And then reach back with your right hand, cut in with the right hip, and bend your left knee over the left ankle. For warrior two. Lower your back hand, flip your palm, and reach up. For reverse warrior. Come back to warrior two. Bring your forearm to your thigh, back hand to your hip. Roll your shoulder open. Reach the top arm up and then next to your ear. Sweep the top arm down, around, come back up to warrior two. Reach back with your back hand, straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips and turn your feet. Turn your right toes out, left toes in. Soften your knee, turn your thigh, and straighten your leg. And then reach your arms out to a T. Relax your shoulders. Reach up with the right arm, cut in with your right hip, and reach and bring your hand either to your block, your shin, the floor, wherever you can reach. Press into your feet, inhale, reach up. Reach back with your left hand, cut in with the left hip, and then extend your right knee over the right ankle for warrior two. Lower your hand to your thigh, flip your palm. Reach up for reverse warrior. Come back to warrior two. Bring your forearm to your thigh, back hand to your hip. Roll open your shoulder. Reach up with the left arm, bring it next to your ear. Sweep the left arm down around, come back up to warrior two. Reach back with your back hand, straighten your front leg. Bring your hands to your hips and turn your feet. And then heel toe your feet or hump your feet together. And then come to take a block. Just gonna do a little hip stuff. And find, either use the back of a chair or a piece of furniture, whatever you have handy. And then take a block. And you're gonna stand on the block. So I'm standing on my right leg. And then just swing the left leg back and forth. Good. And then swing the leg up and back. Bend your knee and bring the leg up and back. Good. And then side to side. And then stay on the block and bring your foot either to your ankle, your calf, or all the way up into your thigh. Take your free hand up. And if you're able to balance, take the other arm up. And then lower your arms and lower your leg. And then switch. I'm going to put the block under my left foot now. And just swing back and forth. And then bring the knee up. And then swing side to side. I need a different. There we go. And then reach down for your ankle or your calf, or all the way up into your thigh. Whoops. My chair is a little low. And then take your free arm up. And if you're balanced, take the top arm up. And then release your arms, release your leg, and come down. And then just come to the center of your mat, make a few circles with your hips. And then go the other way. And then come to the top of your mat, reach your arms up, and then fold forward. And step back to come onto your knees, and then just come to sit. Now, I know some of you have bolsters. Most of you, I don't believe do, but I know many of you have blankets, and many of you have blocks. So there's a couple of different ways that you can do this. What I'm going to try and do is to help release the front of your thighs a little bit. So let me just adjust my screen again. So if you have a block or two, start by taking just one block. You can all do this if you want. Take one block, lift your hips up and slide the block underneath your sacrum. Good. And then draw your right knee in towards your chest and extend the right leg. And then bend the knee in, and then extend the right leg on your mat. So you should feel that in your hip flexors right here. And then bring the right knee in, and then draw the left knee in, and extend the left leg. This is nice because it makes you feel like your legs are nice and long and that you can stretch like crazy because your hips are lifted. And then bend the knee in and extend your left leg out. So if you have a bolster, you can do this with a bolster. If you don't have either blocks or bolsters, you can roll up your blanket and put it underneath your hips, as you said that. And then come back to the center. And then bring both knees in. And reach both legs up. And stretch them any amount that you can. And then bring them back up to perpendicular. And bend your knees in. And then extend both legs out. And then come back up, take your other block or a blanket or a pillow, whatever you have available. Take the block, put it in between your knees. Take your feet to the edges of your mat, turn your toes in, and then squeeze the block between your knees. So you should feel some space open up in your hips here. then bring your feet back to parallel. Remove the block under your sacrum, but keep the block between your knees. And then once again, take the feet wide and then squeeze the knees in towards the block. Turn your toes in towards each other. And then bring your feet back to hip distance apart. Draw your knees towards your chest. Keep the block in between your knees. And then bring both knees over to the right. Keep a little squeeze on the knees. A squeeze on the knees. And then come back up to the middle and then take the knees over to the left. Your shoulder may come off the mat, that's fine. You just want to keep your knee in line with your hip. And then come back up to the center, lower your feet to the floor, set your block aside, and then extend your legs and extend your arms and stretch the body. And then release your arms down and you can prepare for Shavasana. So as we do in the beginning of class, bring your awareness back to your breath. Allow your arms and your legs and your entire body to just relax. Feel every muscle, every bone, every cell release and let go. Allowing you to feel 100% at peace. This poem is called Meditation. A touch, like the whisper of a wing feather at the top of the head. There's a hint of energy moving, and closed eyes rise to follow. This is such a subtle shift, easy to miss. Simpler to say it's just a current of air, but no, the upward pull will not be denied. There is within a caged bird longing to fly, a spark that knows it's part of the sacred fire, a soul that yearns for home and freedom, and senses the infinite possibility of both in moments like this, when a golden silence holds the whole world in its thrall, the only sound, the rise and fall of breath. Now you can begin to wiggle your toes and your fingers and stretch your body. And slowly roll to your right side and pause there for a moment. Take a long, slow, deep breath in and a long, slow, complete breath out. And then gently press into your left hand and come up to sit in Sukhasana. And with your hands at the center of your chest, we lower the head, reminding us to surrender the busy thinking mind to the wisdom and intuition that resides in the heart. May the longtime sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way home. Namaste.